Let's see if anybody actually watches ADOM. You watch ADOM? Who credits? Oh no, they flee your mouse. I never noticed that. How far can I get them to go while I wait for people to show up? Not I is a thing you can do with a lot of games, though. This game just uses it. Let's see if how's the stream's doing. Will anybody watch me play Ancient Domains of Mystery? Probably not. Oh, YNRN's here. Okay, Internet Friend's here too. Okay, cool. This is ADOM. I streamed this before. It has changed a fair bit since the last time I streamed it, but it stayed the same. I just beat the game again. Hold on, I want to see high scores for personalized game. I just played. Mr. Squiggo did better than Mr. Squiggy. Or than Mr. Drippy? Oh, okay. Well, I just beat the game again as a Grey Elf Wizard, because that's the easiest class combination to do. And I did not think I had ever gotten an Ultra ending before, except I did, because I got it with a monk. Now I'm just going to try beating the game. Free-to-play mobile game graphics? I think this game looks good. I like it. We're gonna play a new game though. And I think I'm gonna do something I don't do a lot, which is I'm going to do total rando. Let's see what we get. I think this is a high elf farmer. Oh, healer. Okay. Female Grey Elf Healer of the Raven. That's actually quite good. Healer is kind of hard. And Grey Elves are kind of squishy. So are Healer. Healers are kind of tough, but they start with very poor equipment. And Grey Elves are good at magic and good at dexterity. And Raven gives you speed. It also does stuff with companions, but it does not matter. I'm going to turn the game down a little bit. Even though being a little loud for me probably means it's perfect for the stream. Means that you get a prize for being a Raven. That's so Raven. Okay, your mother was a mighty enchantress. She is unmarried. Your father is living in the vicinity of a tower. He's a shepherd. Did not have many friends. They were very sad times. Let's just play. 2 talents. First one is going to be Alert, and the second one is going to be Miser. Because if you pick Alert and Miser, it means you can later pick Treasure Hunter and get more treasure. What's the name for this, apparently? Grey Elf Healer. Somebody do give me a confirm on audio, by the way. I think it's probably fine. Doctor... I can't beat Dr. Carbohydrates, so we're just going to be Dr. Carbs. We don't need the story. Okay, so... Oh, here's something. I'm playing on a Monday, because it's Monday. You always start Monday... If you start your game on a Monday, you feel slightly exhausted. So we've taken 4... we start missing 4 HP, which You can, if you start with a really low toughness character, it is possible to start the game and immediately die. Let's look at our stats. Toughness score is not very good. 16 is something we'll be able to raise with herbs or herbs later. Mana score is alright. That learning is kind of low. These are kind of junky stats, but that's to kind of be expected. We start with very terrible stuff. The bracers of defense are okay. And very bad armor. Those potions of extra healing are very powerful. Bandages are basically worthless. The loaf of elven bread we start with because we're an elf. And 29 guilders. Yeah, ADOM starts outside. You start in the Draklor chain. So we are going to go down here. And we're going to go to Terranyo. It's a village with people. There's farmers. We got experience points. What's my strength 13? Look at our skills. We start with alertness because we're an elf, climbing, concentration, cooking, dodge. Cooking's absolutely worthless. Dodge is okay. Find weakness is incredible. Although our stats at it are bad, but we start with healing and herbalism. And literacy. We start with 100 literacy. We're very good at reading. Yeah, NetHack takes place entirely in a dungeon, whereas this game you... Okay, so that means that the first thing we want to do is talk to this little girl. She wants us to find her doggy. And we want to talk to the wizard over there. That's the druid Gouthlak? Guthalak. He's going to go tell us to kill the dark druid Keithrax. And I'm going to take a small risk. This might just get me killed. I'm going to go here into the small cave. The monsters in the small cave are always generated at twice your level. So because I came here at level 1, it means all the monsters in it are at level 2. We're going... Oh. This is for a side quest, and it's usually a side quest that I don't do anyways. So I'm just going to leave, because I'm probably going to die if I go there. Here's the puppy cave. There's a rat. Giant rat. This is actually a good monster. Your first kill matters. Because I'm not doing an ultra ending with this character, Giant Rat is a fine monster to have as our first kill. So, the first monster we killed was Giant Rat. Now let's do the beginner dungeon, because it's easy. So we're looking for anything. We also want to take off our clothes and our boots. Because they have no stats. They're 0 defense, 0 protection. And while you're nude, you can wear bracers. And true berserk, which means when you're in berserker tactics, you lust for blood and do extra damage. But only when nude. Yeah, our elf works out, except they only have 10 strength. This elf is very weak. Jackal! You lust for blood. You missed the jackal. An orange potion. Orange potions are always potions of carrot juice. If anyone else has played Hollow Knight, does this song sound remarkably like the White Palace music in Hollow Knight? I'll turn it up so you guys can hear it better. A short sword. Don't want to equip it just yet in case it's cursed. Having a cursed weapon kind of sucks. Oh, I can also press F10 and go back to this. Got a ring over here. An opal ring. What's that? A rabid dog. Come here, you. Chop him up. But if you press F10 again, we go back here. So Dr. Carbs is going to apply her first aid skill and heal some HP back after taking some damage. I'm going to turn the music back down, because it stopped sounding like the White Palace theme from Hollow Knight. There we go. D for dog. Yeah. D for dog and @ symbol for Grey Elf Wizard named... No, Grey Elf healer named Dr. Carbs. Okay, maybe this goblin will drop a slingshot for us. Nope, but a loaf of bread. We're going to eat this goblin. Nom 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 nom. Hey, we leveled up. What do we want to do? Healing is very important. Find weakness helps us do more damage. Okay, it stopped sounding like White Palace at all. The heck is a Hearthling? Hearthling is the non-copyrighted name for Hobbit. Ooh, a friendly giant rat. Just murder that orc. Take your gauntlets. Eat the orc. I think Hearthlings were called hobbits in this game a long time ago, but they were renamed to Hearthlings. Yeah, we're going to eat a lot of corpses. Hey, here we go. We got ourselves an alright sling. Slings used to be really bad, because... Ooh, a longsword. Because you couldn't get sling bullets that were of slang, so they wouldn't deal extra damage to things. Okay, one pile of these rocks is either blessed or cursed or uncursed, and the other one is a different one. Yeah, I'm back on roguelikes. I wanted to try doing a random character, because I don't do that a lot. We lust for blood. A Fletchery set that is absolutely worthless, but we will eat that goblin. We are now satiated. It'll make us slightly slower. But it's always good to train up your ranged weapons. Yeah, but training up slings wasn't as good, but then they added a lot of slang ammunition for slings. Sling bullets. Some find weakness, alertness, and dodge, probably? Healing. There we go. And we are going to pick up Treasure Hunter. Find more treasure. We currently have nothing. We even started with a pretty bad weapon, a scalpel. Knives are okay. They're not the best weapons, but there are some important knife weapons. There's not hearth cream, but there is Hearthling cake. And if you eat a cursed Hearthling cake, it goes, real Hearthling. I think trolls are not bothered by the fact. Another opal ring. So we found 2 opal rings. You absolutely do not want to equip rings. Okay, we've got a dark room down here. It's no light source. Something is attacking us. It's a kobold. Okay, so an iron ration, but do not eat kobolds. You will get sick if you eat kobolds. There's only one kobold corpse you really want to eat. because it gives you extra magic, but it will also make you sick when you do so. Giant bat. Ooh, a scroll. Another sling. That's good, because slings tend to get destroyed. Scroll labeled Suitsi. I could probably read that and figure out what it does, but I will prefer not to, because it could destroy all of my items or kill me or something. It's a really big dark room. If I had a light source, I could tell, but healers start with very little. Healers have good skills and they heal really fast, but they start with absolute jack. I'm going nowhere. There's some bones over there I could eat, but eating bones doesn't restore a lot of satiation. Ooh, a giant rat. No, forgive me, that's a normal rat. Not a giant one. Giant rats are good to eat. Oh, a locked door. We're going to have to kick it down. Giant rats are good to eat, but for some reason normal rats are bad to eat. Level up our find weakness. Put a point into some dodge. Get some dodging. Our learning skill is quite low, and that's a little disheartening. It's going to mean it's going to be hard for us to learn magic. Even though we have a decent magic score, a pretty poor will score, but we can fix that. We have literacy and concentration, which means we can eventually cast magic, but it's going to be a while. Yeah, giant rats are just better than small rats. Okay, let's go finish up this dungeon, and hopefully, really looking for an altar. Getting an altar early is always nice. Would like to find some... Not going to eat that corpse. I don't have a cooking set, do I? No, I started with cooking, but not with a cooking set. There's some leather boots. Don't want to put those on just... Okay, now I'll go eat that orc. Close this door and eat this orc. Orc tastes like old pork. How is our sling skill coming? Basic. We've earned basic. You have to hit things 6 more times. Yep, you can be a ratling. Ratlings are okay. They don't do anything the best. They don't do anything poorly. I think rats start with detect item status as a skill, which is useful. Okay, glass amulet is excellent. Because glass amulets are always amulets of light, which will help us when we find more dark rooms in the future. Oh, there's a ratling. Come here, you. Okay. That's a rattling warrior. If that was a rattling duelist, I would equip that short sword that we found earlier. Robe I'll pick up. I should just pick up anything and everything. Oh, this guy will be good. You. I need your help. Throw your spear at me. There you go. I'm just going to equip that crude spear. It's cursed, of course, but orcish spears are pretty good weapons. And spears are just like a good weapon class in general. So we've got a cursed weapon on, which means a lot of annoying things. Can we remove our bracers? We can. We cannot equip gloves because we can't let go of the spear. For the same reason, I think we can't equip rings on our right hand. But weapons... Oh god, claw bugs. Okay. Some more find weakness. Where's the best? Healing is worth leveling up. Some alertness. Okay, we got slings up to level 2. Here's a long spear, but that's a two-handed weapon. I'll pick it up because we want to become burdened so we can start training our strength stat. Okay. Dogo foots. Yeah, cursed items are both covered in glue and sometimes horribly cursed. Yeah, I think gray elves are sort of usually have really good literacy. Don't eat ratlings, you'll get sick. I should, oh, we got hit by an acid trap. There's some extra guilders here. So that is a little nug. Ooh, a fucking ogre. Okay. I'm preferring to use ranged weapons right now because we don't have a shield or any armor at all. And you'll never be sad to have ranked up your ranged weapons. Up here we go. Here's a black Hearthling. It's Smeagol. See, there's a. Have you seen my birthday presents? Yeah. We're bleeding. Take care of some of our wounds. I would like you to drop your crossbow. The Ratling did not drop its crossbow, but it dropped 16 quarrels. That's not bad. So we didn't find a altar. That's a little sad. I do not feel properly equipped to go into Puppy Cave right now. So we are instead going to go to the Druid Dungeon. This is for our other quest. Ooh, some leather armor. Yep. That's how a lot of characters die early game. Just kicking open doors and having... Throwing clubs are worthless. Although I want to be burdened. There's a skeleton. So Druid Dungeon is a pretty good dungeon. The last floor of which is kind of a problem. Because only animals can spawn on the last floor of the Druid Dungeon, where the bad guy of the... where the Druid is at. Oh, that guy was out of my range. Try healing some of our wounds. There's a homunculus. So there's only animals at the bottom layer of the Druid Dungeon, which means there are cats down there. Cats... Thomas Biskup, the guy who makes ADOM, really likes cats. So you are... recover at twice the usual rate. You are disinclined to murder cats in this game. Even though they can and will spawn aggressive. But later on, deep into the deepest dungeon of the game... Not the deepest. The main dungeon of the game is the Cat Lord, who is a horrifying enemy if you've killed any cats. He gets stronger, I think, the more cats you've killed. And if you've killed no cats, the Cat Lord will honor you with the ring of the ring of the cat, ring of the Master Cat, which is a very excellent ring. And if you kill a cat while wearing the ring, it explodes. Alertness is good. You can just top off healing. And now I don't know what to pick. Quick is always good. Making the Cat Lord aggressive at you kind of sucks, especially if you are a melee character. If you are a wizard, you can just murder him with fireballs. Oh god. This is bad. The rat made us sick. I kind of want to just leave and go wander around in the wilderness. Oh god. Until I stop being sick. It'll stop eventually. I might have to blow a prayer on this. Although the prayer would probably just heal me. The disease will go away eventually. Let's go ahead and eat that elven bread. There we go. So rats have a small chance of making... Oh, I thought you were... Okay, yeah, so that ghost bat just aged us. So, even though we're 321, we are actually... We've been magically aged 27 years. If we were an orc, I think that would have killed us. I'm just going to try equipping that shield. Okay, we're not totally boned. You can still... I don't want to equip armor without... Did I fully explore that level? I did. Another friendly rat. Yeah, the ghost bats are really scary if you are a orc or a troll. But for an elf, ghosts are like barely a problem. A crude knife... That can't be good, so I'm not going to pick it up. It's an orcish knife. They're okay throwing weapons. Some rocks. Let's throw one of these rocks just to see how it goes. They sure are rocks. Yeah, the crude knife could also be cursed, but they're okay throwing weapons. Ooh, a giant frog. When I'm doing ultra endings, giant frogs are my preferred first kill. Just because giant frogs have the property of being rare in dungeons, but easy to find. Oh, we got hit by a corruption trap. That doesn't matter. Giant frogs are rare to find in dungeons, but easy to find when you want to find them. And there are 2 quests where your first kill matters. And for the one quest, you want your first kill to be a monster that you will not encounter that much. And for the second one, you want the first kill to be a monster that's easy to find. So frogs just kind of fulfill both of those. Yeah, we're throwing rocks with our sling. You can also just throw rocks, which normally isn't very good, but hearthlings are good at throwing rocks. Oh no, a giant frog that is aggressive at us. There's just a bone on the floor over there. Watch this. Dr. Carbs eats bones. Crispy. A slurping sound in the distance. I think that means spiders. Yep, you hear a ripping noise. There's a spider around here. Hopefully we will kill this spider and eat it. There's a zomboid. Spider corpses provide a broadsword. Okay, we're at strained right now, which means we're over carrying capacity, which will train our strength stat. The 13 maximum is a bit low. That's just an ogre, right? Okay. Just ogres I am not afraid of. Ogre magi are pretty bad. Zombies are bad to eat. Wraiths and wights, they can be okay to eat. They train you can raise your toughness by eating them. You can't use first aid right now? Nope. Okay, a bunch of nothing. That kobold had picked up the long spear. That long spear in the beginner dungeon weighed 100 instead of 120. That might have been a mithril long spear, which would have been worth picking up to sell. I don't know if it's worth going back for. This is just money. Clay is just another thing to use with your slingshot, unless you are a gray elf necromancer. Eat this lizard man. Oh. Okay, giant centipede also did not drop its corpse. Giant centipedes are, for all intents and purposes, spiders. Okay, a short bow. Do we have many arrows? Okay. We trained up our slings to level 3, so we'll start training up our bows. These arrows won't last long, though. Arrows tend to break. Any bug with more than 6 legs is a spider. We fell down the stairs because we were overburdened. Yeah, burdening is normal strength you tend to walk around in a lot. Our strength score, we can raise it to at least 13 by staying overburdened. Okay, first aid increased randomly. That just happens. There's a rat down here. And an altar. We're currently lawful neutral. So here's what we're going to do. Is I'm going to remove all my stuff. I'm going to close this door. And I'm going to drop everything. I can't drop my spear. We're going to lure this rat on the altar and sacrifice it. Oh, and that makes us into neutral. I was kind of preferring to be, to convert the altar to lawful, but this also works. Means that, when I equip my shield, I want to equip my braces. Everything else can stay unequipped for now. I want to find some monsters to... So aren't you neutral? You don't want to sacrifice neutral monsters on a neutral altar. I don't know why that rat worked. I thought it would be fine to try to convert that altar because it was, You'll be neutral as well. Interested in these stats. You guys, I need your help. You're chaotic. Just come stand on this altar for me. You're not chaotic. You guys, though, you are. I could lure rats over to the, Very pleased with us. Okay. I want to at least get lucky. Okay, these are animals. Don't want to sacrifice them. Because animals are neutral. See, our muscles feel stronger. We've gained 2 points of strength by staying burdened. Come on, everybody. Where's monsters at? You come here. Have you ever prayed before? You feel an inner strength lifting your spirits. We have the lucky intrinsic now. We'll take off all of our stuff we can. We'll drop everything with an unknown status and pick them up. Now let us look at what we have. The armor is okay to test out. Those gauntlets aren't, because they could be gauntlets of peace. Okay, everything seems alright. I should drop these potions, some of these potions off somewhere, because extra healings are super good. And any of those scrolls could be anything. Yeah, we have some cursed rocks. So it's an amulet of light. It doesn't auto-equip for auto ID for some reason. That robe is really good. Oh, we got a lizard man sneaking up on us. Come here, lizard man. I just became hungry. Leather armor of the sea. I have to look up what that means, because I don't mind cheating at this game at all. Like, now that I've beaten the game a few times, I don't mind looking up things. I'm going to guess this gives us water breathing? Windows fail to find sound. Okay, so if we bless this armor, it will let us be unable to drown. That's not particularly useful, but it's more useful until I find a different way to breathe water. And that leather armor is just kind of bad. That robe is probably worth wearing, just for the protection value on it. Bracers of defense are pretty good. That medium shield is par. How are these boots? Completely worthless. Opal ring, huh? There's a page you can guess what this is based off what its material is. Because some rings are always made out of the same material, but their names are different. An opal ring weighing 1 stone is probably a ring of damage or a ring of fire. My bet is ring of damage, though. So we're going to equip both of them. You don't want to just equip rings without knowing what they are usually, but this ring can't be detrimental to us. There's this very, very tiny chance this ring is a ring of Jinni summoning. I don't actually know if the beginner dungeon is a high enough level to produce those, but ring of Jinni summonings can be produced at pretty low levels. That sling is bad. That sling's average. That short bow is average. You use rings of Jinni summoning to get wishes, which of course you get wishes with them. I don't feel the excessive need to grind out monsters right now on the altar. Especially because it's generally better to be lawful than it is to be neutral, but Being neutral will be better for a while. Let's eat our large ration. Jinnies, if you use, not wear, but use, a blessed ring of Jinni summoning, the Jinni will give you a wish. Which, I don't actually know what we would wish for. Probably red dragon scale males. If I get a wish, that's probably what I'm going to wish for. Just, throw your spear at me. Okay, they threw a spear at me. Just because red dragon scale males make the Tower of Eternal Flames much easier. If you wish for more wishes, the Jinni laughs at you and goes away. A swordsman corpse? Sure. I'll just eat a human. I'm not human. It's not cannibalism. Yeah, Tower of Eternal Wishes would be better, but... Hundreds of tiny insects. Ah. I forget what that room message means. Out of ammo. Only 2 arrows left. Those are probably not worth doing. I'll just keep using some rocks. Then I have a staring eye. Floating eye. Does floating eye things. Ooh, look. A corpse fiend. Which means turkey man or something. They eat corpses and are... Leather caps are not really worth picking up, but... Because there's an altar right here... Come here, you. I'll go ID this hat to see if it's cursed and try... Leather hats usually very suck. I just equipped it knowing it was cursed. Because I'm a dumbass. Are you a Kushu or a Blink Dog? Come here, you. I'm gonna name you Blinky. So hats generally aren't important, so having a cursed hat is not so big a deal. I'm gonna close this door. Blink dogs can summon extra dogs. But only the original dog can. There we go. Hold on a second, Blinky. I'm gonna eat this. Are you okay with that? Actually, no. Hold on. Okay, you feel very much in control. We can now control teleportation. Usually, if you teleport, but you do not have the ability to control your teleportations, you'll just teleport in a random direction. Or in a random square on the map. But being able to control teleportation will mean that we can control where we go. If I weren't in such a crappy position, I would farm a second Blink Dog corpse and go sell it to the food merchant in town. But the Blink Dogs were kind of kicking my ass. There'll be more Blink Dogs in the future. We sense a certain tension, so there's a small zoo in this, on this level. Here it is. That's a large knoll. Can I heal? I can taggle. Okay. X of dodge, find weakness. Okay. Man, our learning is so low. I wish our learning wasn't so bad. Yeah, there's multiple kinds of zoos in this game. Zoo being a roguelike parlance for just room filled with monster. Tension rooms are the smallest kind. Threat rooms are the next. Then there are vaults, which take up like half the level. Then there are greater vaults. Greater vaults are huge and usually have multiple artifacts in them. Okay, that guy was scary. And we've got a gargoyle sneaking up on us. Okay. Because there's an altar upstairs, I'm just going to use a prayer. There we go. Healed myself with a prayer. That guy dropped a potion. Means we'll just have to... Oh man, look at all these battle axes. Those are actually worth a lot of money. Am I overburdened? Nope, I'm just strained, question, exclamation point. No corpses are okay to eat. Gloves are not worth picking up. Eat that orc. Yeah, we could split a lot of wood with all these battle axes. Ooh, a watery potion. That is a potion of water. That means I can free myself of either my cursed cap or my cursed orcish spear. If I go back upstairs to the altar, I can bless this, I'll eat the iron ration. Bless this water and then remove this. I'm poisoned. That's kind of bad. Alertness isn't super good to level up right now. Concentration I won't use for a while. Is herbalism or stealth? Pick up very quick. Or careful. Pick up very quick. Oh, actually screwed up the camera. Okay, so we're getting poisoned, but it was a weak poison, and we heal really quickly. I'm gonna eat this knoll. Oh, we're bloated. That was probably a mistake. These rats make me think there's a were-rat around here. When you're strained, you run through food really quickly, so that's why I was okay eating when I was already satiated. Actually, I'm gonna need your help. Hobgoblin. Can't sacrifice undead. Inner peace. Okay. Actually, if I just do this... Okay. So let's dip our cursed orcish spear in holy water. It'll become a blessed orcish spear and we can remove it. Let's look at these lots of weapons I have to look at. Wicked. Wicked just makes its damage die bigger, which means it's a D9 instead of a D6. That scalpel's about par. Our blessed orcish spear is probably our best weapon. Although some of these... Of the sun! I think weapons of the sun deal extra damage to undead. Okay, battle axe. It's battle axe with minor different stats. Battle axe that can deal a lot of damage. Yellow. I don't know what that does. Let's look at. Be able to find noise. Yeah, of the sun deals double damage to undead. And yellow grants resistance to shock, which is not very, which is a useful intrinsic to have, but not on a really bad weapon. It'll be worth a lot, though. Oh, I did pick up that long spear. Let's look at it. Okay, then why did that one long spear weigh 120? Where was that at? That was in this dungeon, right? I'm gonna go pick it up and see what it was. Glass wand. That is always a wand of door creation. It's a very useful wand. Yeah. 120 stones for some reason. A jackalware. Jackalwares used to be terrifying. Because of jackals. That leather girdle won't be good, but there's the barest possibility that it can be. And because I'm going to an altar, I'll just pick it up anyways. I fell down the stairs. Yeah, if we ever need a door, we have it now. And if you can't come up with a use for an instant door, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, that... Thank you, Masaza. Oh. It was just a hefty long spear. That long spear is hefty. How good is our spear, our pole arms for? Let's go ahead and train up axes, just because we have one that is pretty useful. And then you. Give me some piety. That's a gray ooze. They corrode weapons, which means I'm gonna use one of these battle axes that's completely worthless, and then chop up the ooze. That did not corrode the weapon for some reason. Okay, guess it's only a chance to. But of course there's another one, because oozes can split. I'm gonna go to the stairs. Sense of soul and agony. That means some monster ran over the corruption trap. And we're gonna drop most of our stuff. Pearl necklace I won't use. Orca spear can stay around. Everything else. Because we've reached our maximum strength. Stethoscope's pretty worthless. Bandage is also pretty worthless. There we go. And we're still burdened because we're so weak. Let's go ahead and use of the sun. Actually, I could pick up that plus damage +4 battle axe, but whatever. Oh yeah. Another blink dog. I'll get a spare blink dog corpse later. Because if you sell a corpses eventually rot, but if you sell a corpse to the food store, or really any store, they won't go bad. They'll stay there. So if you can get a corpse with a useful intrinsic. Okay, here's a mixed tension room with some interesting monsters in it. Mostly this thing. This is a karmic lizard. If we hit this thing, it'll curse us, and if we hit it again, it'll doom us. So we have to use our melee weapons for, or our ranged weapons for that. Okay, don't accidentally hit the karmic lizard. There we go. Our axis skill is not trained, so we're not doing super good at it. Orc chieftain could be a problem, but wasn't. Cavemen can be an issue. Oh, there we go. I was afraid that would happen. The floating eye paralyzed us, which we really couldn't do anything about. Although, I probably should have ran away up the stairs, lured the floating eye on itself, and then, killed it on its... have it follow me upstairs, and then kill it on its own, so if it paralyzed me, I wouldn't get ruined, but I paralyzed it. I wanted to kill it in one hit, so I went into berserk mode, and then I chopped it. It didn't die in one hit. I forgot to go off of berserk mode. Then it paralyzed me, and the claw bug here came and ignored our damage reduction from our robe, and then hit us a bunch until we died. And then the White Palace theme from Hollow Knight. I want to play that right now. Hollow Knight OST White Palace. This track is 4:20 long. Come on, have the flute come in. When the flutes come in, it's really obvious. Where's the flutes? Maybe that's not so similar. Well, that part is. Like these two notes here. Yeah, the bridge part there, though, the da-na-na, it makes it different. Oh well. Up, I resized the window on accident. Well, Dr. Carbs died. Grey Elven here. Dying in the Druid dungeon sounds about fair for a squishy class combination like this. Now, Dr. Carbs killed by a claw bug. Okay, let's go to main menu. I've only been streaming for an hour. Let's give it another toss. Play We'll see what happens again. Falcon. Survival doesn't matter. Plus willpower, plus charisma, one free talent. The willpower and the talent is the mostly thing. Female human. Fully learned druid. Okay. We're a spellcaster. Druids are worse at magic than priests or wizards, but better at fighting. The willpower will help our mana and ball spells later on, and the free talent will be useful. Druids are kind of crappy, though. Again, we're going to pick Alert and Miser. What's a good name for a druid? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's look at 420. About par. Start with a quarterstaff, huh? Not like... Usually we start with a scimitar, but just a quarterstaff. So the main problem with druids is that... Oh, our learning score is not that bad. Oh, God, though. Look at our mana score. 12? Hoof. My Grey Elf Wizard started with a mana score of 30. So, our learning isn't so bad. Our literacy is nice. But what that means is that, okay, every druid starts with a spellbook of Divine Wrath, which I'm not going to read right now. Actually, I'll read it once. Actually, no. First, we're going to eat this apple. Because apples spoil really quickly. And then we're going to read our spellbook of Divine Wrath and probably not learn anything from it. Oh, we did. So I'm not going to read it any more than this. I'm going to store it somewhere safe if I can. The doggy. And we'll come back and read this when we're not so stupid. Although... Come here, you. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing as last time. So I want to have the ability to cast lightning bolts. But I don't want to ruin the book by... I'm just going to drop it here for now. I will train my stats, though, by reading that spellbook of Slow Poison, because I don't give a shit. Just going to read it until it goes away. Give us a lot of castings of... Well, not even that many castings of Slow Poison, which is a useful utility spell. So, our skills. We have climbing, concentration, first aid, food preservation. That means more corpse drops. Gardening, which means we can use herb seeds, a rare item, to grow herbs on any level we want. Haggling is worthless. Healing, herbalism, listening, literacy, survival, swimming. Mostly bad skills, but we have the important ones. Literacy and concentration and healing. I would like to find any weapon. Now I'm going to pick up gloves. Our strength score is pretty crappy. It's a long tunnel. Our mana score is really bad. We don't have music as a skill, right? No. Orc is a fine monster to be our first kill. Let's blast it with lightning. Yeah, we could cast... Look how low our MP is. We can cast lightning once. Oh, another thing about druids is animals spawn friendly. So first kill was orc. That's not a super good first kill, but it's not a worthless first kill either. One funny thing about having animals be friendly is you end up eating a lot of humanoids. And we want literacy. It's no longer nice. Okay. Oh, what was that? Messages. You feel more in touch with the world. Casting 2 spells was enough to train our mana up. Mana is an easy stat to raise, but 19 as our cap is kind of low. So we're kind of a bad wizard. Eat this goblin. Yeah, when your spells go off camera and you don't see like outside of your range of sight, I have killed cats with bolt spells before. And it's often not a great feeling. It's like, great, I have to kill the cat lord later because... Or you are walking around in a dark room and you just kill a cat without seeing it. Had that happen plenty before, too. Healing is an important skill. Can I raise my literacy up anymore? 1 point. That is not worth it. Let's pick Treasure Hunter. We got a Spellbook of Darkness. Darkness is a useful spell, but it's kind of an annoying spell to have without light. The Fortune Cookie. Something harmed that bat. Ironbound Tome. Yeah, you can transform cats, but as far as I know, the only ways to transform cats are to throw potions of raw chaos at them, or lure them over corruption traps until they become writhing piles of primal chaos. Potions of exchange might also work. Slow poison. Okay, we have a new goal. First things first is we want to remove all of our items except I'm going to wear my sandals as a missile weapon. I'm going to drop everything. We have a chaotic altar here. But Black Hearthling here. Don't step on the altar. The Hearthling will sacrifice you. There we go. Sacrificed the Hearthling on the chaotic altar and turned it into a neutral altar, which we currently are. But yeah, if you transform a cat, it's fine. If you kill a cat with a trap, that doesn't count as you killing it. So that's also completely kosher. But yeah, now it's a neutral altar. So we have leather armor. I'm actually not going to equip any armor. Because we could be better off true berserking here. Our sandals are also worthless. Arrows, but no bow. A light cloak. A good shield if I ever find a one-handed weapon. Some holy water. A book I don't know what is. Could actually try reading that book. Cure critical wounds. That's a useful spell. Can't cast it much, but... it's something. That counts as an animal? I guess worms are animals. Unlabeled scroll. Lots of books. Okay, there's light. That makes darkness a lot better. Darkness is good because a lot of monsters can't see in the dark and will lose track of you if you cast dark. Light is useful because there's some bosses that cast darkness, and you can counter them with it. Should druids not attack neutral monsters? I don't actually know, because I want to kill that spider. In case it drops its corpse. I mean, there is a place in the game world where I can go where there will be spiders that spawn that are... I won't murder that spider. Because in the final level of the Druid dungeon, there will be... there'll be angry monsters that... some of them will be spiders, and then one of them will give me a corpse. Healing. Concentration. Where are you? Oh. The fire beetle killed I think ratlings are neutral. I would like to sacrifice monsters until I get the lucky intrinsic. Like you. Wham. Yep, there we go. You feel an inner strength lifting your spirits. Can I kill animals? Animals will generally be generated non-hostile. Attacking a friendly monster lowers your alignment, but we'll eventually be able to stop that from happening if we find an amulet of balance. Okay. There's a dagger around here somewhere. Oh, right. I was going to read my books. I'll save this cure critical wounds. Although really our learning is high enough and we have pretty good literacy, I should just read all my books. I didn't get that many castings of it, but it is training my learning skill. Something killed a zombie. But behold! I'm going to cast light a whole bunch to train our mana. Spells decay, kind of. That number, like the 334 by Cure Critical Wounds, every time you cast the spell, that number goes down a semi-random amount. Like, I have 563 casting points of light. Now I have 561 after casting it. Okay, let's check this dagger. I'm hungry. Eat that large ration. Press W and then down arrow. You'll walk all the way to the downstairs. I'll take a dagger because I want to use that shield. Just wear these sandals so if a trap blows up my equipment, it might blow up that instead. Man. I think I won't bounce myself with lightning if I do it here. There we go. Let's go ahead and cure critical wounds on ourselves just to start training our mana up. I need to cast spells fairly often just to train our mana skill. Actually, you know what? No guts, no glory. There's a centipede around here. You're going to help me learn something. Nothing bad seemed to happen from killing that animal. None of the other animals went aggro on us, so we can kill animals all we want. We just, it will invoke an alignment drop, which our alignment right now doesn't really matter. Alignment only really matters later. Once we go to become a champion of, once we get crowned, we don't want our alignment to change. We also get a better prize from something if we stay neutral for a while. Concentration looks like it's something... Our literacy should be our main goal now, yeah. Okay, literacy's at 100. Start working on concentration. Concentration... Literacy is your ability to read scrolls and books. And concentration is how fast you recover power points. I'm going to go into Puppy Cave, pick up my book, leave, go into the wilderness, and read our book of Divine Wrath. Yeah, because the higher you're not, if you have more than 100, if you have less than 100 spell knowledge of a spell, it costs more to cast. So, back into the Druid dungeon. I would like to find a better weapon. Basically, any weapon would be better than this. Clawbug is going to lock you in there. So there's a hidden door somewhere around here. That poo gas coming out of me is me pressing the S button to search. Exploding runes. If you kick a door... always kick it from diagonal, because if a rock trap is on it, you will avoid it. And here's the main benefit of being a druid. Is that this cat will not attack me. It looks so furry and cute, you just want to pet it. Too bad it's got claws like fishhooks and it's spitting in fury. Doesn't seem to be spitting in fury. So there's 3 kinds of cats. There are wild cats, cave tigers, and cave lions. If you go here, I periodically press :K to bring up the kill screen, the monsters you've killed. You've only killed 26 monsters. That's not very many, because about half of them have been animals. And go and check the cave and wild parts of the list. Meow. A lot of low-level monsters are are animals. So yeah, cats are non-aggressive. Although on the last floor of the dungeon, cats will be aggressive. We found a bow. That's nice. Not even cursed. You can kill friendly monsters in melee somehow, but I forget the key command to do it. Man, I'm not used to playing humans. I'll have to be careful of ghosts. Because humans can be aged to death by some of the more powerful ghosts. Start training up our archery a little bit. That's just our quarterstaff. Although I'll pick it up because I want to become strained. There we go. Yeah, shift direction or control, one of them. These arrows are exactly what I thought they would be. Okay, there's a door up there. Oh god. Divine Wrath! Okay. Humans level up fast, which is one good thing, I guess. Want our concentration skill maxed out. And I think, yeah, quick. There we go. So these rats, because they were summoned monsters, are still mean at us. Studded armor could be better than ours. You throw your weapon at me. Throw a spear. There, thank you. Going to equip that even if it's cursed. And then eat your friend. Oh wait, wrong button. Nasty! What does that mean? It's 1d9 minus 1. So it's actually kind of crappy. I'm gonna have to use my potion of holy water on this spear because it's nasty. Why have I had such bad luck with crude spears today? You killed my previous character. You killed Dr. Carbs. I'm too used to playing priests, because they have detect item status. My last wizard randomly got detect item status too from a scroll of education. Yeah, not happy about that. Thin potion, short bow. Guess we're going to stick to ranged weapons for now. Heal ourselves up. Train our magic a little. Because we do so little damage. Wow. Hand crossbows are worthless. Never worth training. And a tin wand. Where's the downstairs? They must be to the right. Hello, dog. Door stuck. Okay, yeah, we're down to neutral minus because I've attacked 2 friendly monsters. spear shouldn't be very good. I wanted the corpse of that giant centipede, though. I wanted to eat that centipede. And that lizard man was just randomly friendly. That can also happen. It's actually something I should have done before coming here. Wonder if it's too late to go and do it now. And we got a were-rat somewhere. My friends ate this orc for me. Actually, since this spear is so bad, I am just going to try out this spear. Okay. Normal spear shouldn't be very good either. I should go to the thief town and go look at the shop. In case there's a scroll of identify for sale. Because just seeing one for sale will show me what a scroll of identify is. Okay. I guess griffins don't count towards being friendly. Is that another door of monster? Or yeah, it's another wand of door creation, rather. Okay. Because if I got a centipede corpse to drop, it would give me poison resistance, which is useful. Dying to poison is a very low-level character thing to do. Like, you fight a dark elf warrior and they poison your ass and then you die. Or a tarantula. So we're not going to do this quest yet. The wizard, the evil druid at the bottom of this dungeon is too hard for us to kill right now. It's just that this is the dungeon available for us to do to gain items and experience. Keys are useful because some doors are locked. And if you happen to have the right shaped key, you can open up the door and not get blown up by traps. You can also lock doors, which is mostly useful for locking cats into rooms. It's like when you lock your cat in your bedroom so it won't follow you into the bathroom when you need to shit. New book. Longsword is probably not anything special. Our strength has increased. Shifting breeze means ranged weapons have shit accuracy in that room. And you're tough. So you get the lightning. Still have not trained our mana much. I believe this dungeon has 7 floors. Getting in line, all nice and straight. That's good enough. There we go. Quasits are another monster that can poison you. Okay. Oh shit. He's just right there. Okay, I guess we're gonna leave. There's an evil druid at the bottom of this dungeon because I got the quest from the druid in the town. If I had gotten a quest from the mayor of the town, this dungeon would be a different dungeon. And would instead have a mad carpenter at the end of it. And a healer would live in this dungeon, but it would be a good guy who would give you the healing skill if you did not already have it. So if your starting class does not have the healing skill, you should probably talk to the mayor. And if your starting class does have the healing skill, then you should probably talk to the druid. Would not have an evil mayor if you started as the mayor class. There's a spider on this level somewhere. Oh. Just going to lightning these guys. And hope one of them drops a corpse. To level up food preservation in hopes of that. Elven wizards shrug off bolts a lot. Oh shit, we're poisoned. Okay, we're going to eat this spider. Gonna make us throw up, but we're now resistant to poison. Okay. That's good. So we got poisoned and then we became resistant to poison. And it's because that wizard summoned spiders for me to kill. There's a friendly wizard. No, that's just a friendly dark elf warrior, I think. That's a doppelganger. Very injured. We're just going to blow them up with lightning. Doppelganger corpses are unique in that you normally cannot eat them. You can only eat doppelganger corpses when you're starving. Because they look exactly like you. Okay, so we're done with this dungeon for now. The main thing we're lacking is a form of fire resistance. If we had a form of fire resistance, then... Okay, are you a master assassin or an assassin? Okay. We're just gonna blow you up. Here's the thief town. Let's see what we got in here. Staff of the Swirling Mind. Come here, you. Stop being mean to me. Spellbook of Lesser Divine Touch. Can friendlies follow you up downstairs? Yep, but they have to be adjacent to you. Lesser Divine Touch is Stun Ray. Identify. Okay, a Scroll of Identify. Now that I've seen one, I know what they are. So I know that the Scroll of Identify I have is a Scroll of Identify. Do I have a... I don't have any holy water, so I'm not going to read it yet. Slow poison. Ocean of... Okay, our first kill was Orc. I'm only considering this because this item right here, this Scroll of Danger, is a fairly useless item that is one of the hardest parts of the Ultra ending of this game. Is you have to find one of these. Normally you have to, it's easier to find a wish than it is to find this item. But then this dumbass is just selling one. Orc is a fairly awful first kill, because we're going to run into a lot of orcs, but I've only killed 7 of them so far. Which means I'd only have to go for the 7th floor of the infinite dungeon. Our stats are pretty awful, but if we find some potions of potential mana, it can become better. Spellcasters always have an opportunity to win. Okay, all I'm going to do for now is avoid killing orcs, if possible. And I almost think about buying that potion of water as well. Do you have anything worth selling? I'll sell the nasty orcish spear. The this shop in particular gives really awful sell prices because it's the black market. We're also going to come here and we're going to talk to this guy, and he's going to teach us to pick pockets. He does that because we're not lawful. Okay. Why am I so burdened? Probably books, actually. So let's buy some food. Okay. And let's go read. Drop all my scrolls to make this easier. Go away from the scrolls in case one of the books explodes. Okay, bless. Cure serious wounds. Hellish Flames is a very good spell. I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat one of these large rations I bought. Did not get a lot of Hellish Flames. That book must have been cursed. Hellish Flames is it's Firebolt. Shoots a beam of fire. It's nice to have a bolt spell that won't bounce. And Hellish Flames can be used to cook food. Okay, I'm gonna see there's 2 orcs right here. I want to avoid killing them. I have a way to do that, but it's stupid. Well, for one, this bat could do it for me, but it won't. Also, they killed the bat. We're hungry again. Let's just shoot a lightning bolt. Okay. Orcish dagger could be good. Okay, we're very hungry. We're gonna have to just stop and eat in front of this kobold. I've accidentally cast the wrong spell. But now I'm in the right place. See, what I want to do is cast darkness. Oh god. Can orcs see in the dark? Oh, and I had a wolf kill them for me. Okay. Thanks, wolf. The kobolds versus the ko-youngs. Don't know. Why am I so burdened? Probably from these several armors I'm carrying. Oh, excellent. I can't trick you there, can I? That's a bad place for an altar. Because I'm unlikely to trick a monster to get there. Oh well. And a holy water. Well, I'm just going to offer the corpse of that Hearthling. And drop every unidentified. I'm getting lucky on altars. Altars are kind of rare. So this should be the level with ants on it. Not pleased with that leather armor, but it's better than what I have. That longsword is okay. So let's just go ahead and drop some of these less than useful things. Until I find a place to sell them. Inventory is not quite stacked enough that I feel like should be ants in this level. Until I hear clicking sounds. So I feel like blessing that scroll of identify and then identifying my whole... Oh, that's a little annoying. That the ants aren't aggressive. Oh, you got aggressive at me. Can you kill some of these ants for me? Somebody kill these ants. Hey, ants, attack these guys. Guess not. Just gonna train up swords. Is that a chaos rat? That's kind of bad, but I guess I killed it. Chaos rats can be kind of dangerous. So the reason ants are kind of bad is that I wanted an ant corpse, for one. And for two, the ants are going to keep mining out this level, which will eventually make it unstable. And if the dungeon collapses, that would be quite funny. Oh, an ant got aggressive. Why did you become aggressive, ants? Well, time to lightning blast you. Oh, we got a corpse right away. Later. The golden potion. Let's eat that ant. So we threw up, but we now resist acid, and there's a fucking orc. Okay, I'm just not going to do the ultra ending with this character. A rusty potion. How easy is it to mod this game? I don't know. Let me look at something. Properties, local files, browse local files. Action. Nope. Weapon. You mean like that? Ah, I just had a wonderful idea. Will this work on the fly, or will it crash the game? Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna quit the game. I'm going to open up some things. Okay, I'm going to... Almost done. Okay. Relaunch the game. Is the game going? Did it launch? There it goes. Ob smells it. Let's load 420. Okay. We'll see how ruinous this was. What was that corpse? Cobalt. I'll sacrifice that at the altar. The game's still loading, so I was kind of doing crappy. Okay. Ooh. That's a mithril spear. So it'll be slightly better. See, a mithril spear is about the same as a... I'm going to keep using the sword for now, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you kind of led me to do that, Huzzah. I don't know if that was your intent. But I realized I still just had those files around. Sound of rushing water. Is this a river level, or is this a pool level? Hill Orc. You can be kind of scary. Let's just blast you with lightning. Yeah, so the sound files of this game are literally just a folder named Sounds, and there's Sword 1, Sword 2, and Sword 3. So I backed them up and then stuck in... What is this? A cobalt corpse. Don't eat kobolds. Unless you have cure disease. Although I think kobolds also make you throw up. Hungry. Running out of food. Okay, I'm wanting to go... We've had our fun with the Shaw Brothers noises. So I'm going to kill some more ants, I guess. Okay. Line up, everybody. Line up to the Lightning Fest. First aid. Food preservation. Healing. Herbalism. Got very quick. Another ant corpse. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay. I cooked an ant corpse. Now we're going to... The mithril spear is slightly better than an orcish spear. I'm going to go back to town and sell this ant corpse. Ah, man. I missed the sound effects already. Well, we're probably going to get crowned with, like, Kinslayer or something. Some really powerful sword. Sell this ant. And that means if I ever lose acid resistance somehow, I'll have an extra acid resistance in the pocket. Throw your spear at me. There you go. I have too many orcish spears now, but... I'll eat that. Pick up that battle axe. That's where I dropped all my garbage. Just to see if these spears are any better. They're probably identical. That battle axe isn't super good. So we're going to drop some of our garbage. Although I think I can still train by being strained. I'm low on food. I actually probably should have bought some while I was in town, but I forgot. Why is there rushing water in this? There must be a water trap. Chutzpah! It's kind of stupid letting myself get that hurt, but I don't mind the excuse of letting myself cast magic. Frog. Stairs down. Room is filled with ancient runes. Have no idea what that means. Green slimes. What do you do? Okay, they produce illness. They might give me a disease, which I don't want, because sickness is really bad. That is a mithril short sword. The one nice thing about doing the puppy cave is it tends to have mithril weapons in it. Not even going to fuck around with Glibbering Mouther. So it's pretty possible to find some decent weapons to start in the puppy cave. The carrion crawler, I think they just make you sick when you eat them. I need to shoot my bow more. There's a kobold shaman. And of course it drops its corpse, which I'm very tempted to eat, but instead I'm just going to cook. Because our magic score is so poor, this is like lame. But I'm going to go take this corpse back to the food store. It hasn't rotted yet. Not that I can do much about it. Because once I find a way to cure disease, which is just a spell I could find, or an herb I could grow. Okay, Glibbering Mouther I shouldn't fuck with. They can confuse you for quite a long time. Kobold Shaman can raise your magic point and magic regeneration rate, but they make you sick, which I can't deal with right now. But the mana increase would be really powerful for us. I also forgot to buy food again because I'm an absolute dumbass. There's an acid trap in here, okay. Okay, a Displacer Beast. Even though they look like cats and they meow sometimes, they do not count. This is the Cavernous level. Cavernous levels tend to be kind of dangerous. Skeletons, no big deal. I will eat that giant bat. A book of just darkness. The Displacer Beasts. I'm just gonna blast them. Potion of water. Nice. Those are useful. Potions of water become weirdly hard to find later in the game. It's going to cure serious wounds on ourselves to train our mana. And there's a werewolf. There's also a jackal were somewhere. I think I accidentally... come here, everybody. Killed a friendly... Ooh, a thick girdle. I think that's a... I think that's a potion, or a... Take a last wand. I don't want to equip that girdle without knowing if it's cursed or not. So just to check, we started our adventure a week ago. Potions of water can be blessed to make holy water. Use holy water to bless things. You can also dip scrolls into... He's got a null vault, I think is what we got. You can also stick any scroll into an unblessed potion of water to get a blank scroll, which you can use to use with magical writing sets. I guess we're just going to go in at first aid and food preservation. Just to get more corpses. Yeah, it looks like we got a null vault. Oh shit. And I'm bloated, so I'm slow. We're looking for a corpse. That is what I ate, right? Yeah, I ate a hyena. Okay. Gauntlets, huh? Gauntlets are always scary. Because if you equip Gauntlets of Peace, you're basically fucked. Holy symbol is money. Cute dog corpse. Don't want to eat that. It'll curse and doom you. If you get to this level of the dungeon before 4 days have passed, the cute dog will not be dead. And you can follow it back and take it back to the little girl. As it stands, we can just return the corpse to the girl and help her grieve. Do I feel equipped to take on a Knoll Vault? I think the answer is yes. Get some money, a wand of some variety, just a regular battle axe. Line up for me, please. Dwarven sausage. Okay. Lots of hyenas here. They're not that strong. You are, though. Okay, a book. So I don't want a lightning blast in here. Let's bless ourselves, just for fun. Some quarrels. Nothing exciting. Not likely to be anything exciting down here, but why not try? Bandages can be used to stop bleeding. Should be a secret passage down here. A harpy. The harpy put us to sleep. Sleep is a really rare status effect. Is that really it? Here's something you could do. Is I could trigger this trap on purpose. And it would make the spider mad at me, I think. One of these mithril swords I picked up is likely to be good, though. Especially that mithril broadsword. So we'll get back to using our Shaw Brothers effects. Stone Club is good for killing enemies that corrode your weapons. I always make orc scorchers throw their spears at me ever since I got a crude spear. I think I got a crude spear of penetration or something. Or like a crude spear of mayhem. So if it's always worth trying to get the extra bit of power out of it. Okay, that goblin just dropped dead. Not going to fuck around with you. Because you could poison my ass. I'm not going to fuck around with you because you're an out-of-depth monster. That's a mithril short sword. since I've been spending my MP, the barest possibility that will help. What are you? Well, you're a dark sage. That's good enough. Okay. Dark sages are another monster that can increase your mana. And clay statues bounce bolts a lot. So we're leveling up quite fast. I don't play humans a lot, so I'm not used to that. That's a good thing though, right? We do want climbing eventually, but first aid is probably the more reasonable thing to do. Getting to the point where I kind of want to read a blessed... Is it cat? A blessed potion of... Or blessed scroll of identify. Took one on the chin there. I think what I'm going to do is... go to this altar. Close these doors. Drop all of our stuff of unknown status. We are going to dip our... Oh, we already have Blessed Scroll of Identify. So let's just read this Blessed Scroll of Identify and see what our inventory is. Okay, that's what I thought was a Girdle of Strength. Actually, I thought it was a Girdle of Carrying, but I guess those gauntlets are quite good. That white mithril short sword will give us resistance to cold, but that mithril broadsword will probably be what we use. Everything else looks normal. Wand of Grand detects bugs because one of the persons who posted on the ADOM forums as a bug reporter was Grand. That Wand of Teleportation, 2 Wands of Teleportation, is quite good. Wands of Wonder just cast a random spell and then teach you a little bit about the random spell you cast. Not super useful, but I'll try to remember to use it. But yeah, we have 4 teleportations up our sleeves, plus those potions of booze. You can dip a wand in a potion of booze and it'll get charges back. Okay, potions of potential mana and potential strength. Very good, very important. Potion of carrot juice will let us learn how to swim, or maybe increase our perception. And Potion of Youth might help us against ghosts, although Potions of Longevity are better. We got a blank scroll. That was probably the unlabeled scroll. I don't know what the hell Potions of Self-Mutilation do. I've never tried. Let's find out together. Self-Mutilation. Potions of self-mutilation inflict a small amount of HP damage to the PC when drunk, or to monsters when thrown. Okay, they don't seem to do anything. They're just a whammy potion there to, like, keep you from being able to safely just drink random-ass potions. I think if you drink potions of oil, you get sick anyways. Scrolls of Charging, Charge Wands, I think. Scroll of Light. Scrolls of Light are actually really dumb because you can't read them in the dark. Let's go ahead and eat that bat before it rots. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip that mithril broadsword. Can I pick all of this up? I can. Just don't want to leave all my stuff there on that level. Let's find a monster to try out our new broadsword on. You. I love it. Wonderful. Well, let's get out of here. I think after, actually... Oh. Let's go last thing of the stream is I will look at these, I'll look at these two. Just see if these armor are any good. And then that'll be it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they're completely average armors. Girdle of Strength will be nice. Although +1 strength is very low. And let's try out these crude knives. So that crude knife is really good. That 1d3 +5 one. Ah. Let's get out of here. Okay, no, I said I would save. So, okay. Really save the game now? Fare thee well. That's going to be it for now. Getting a little long in the day. But that's good 2-hour stream. Don't know if I'll stream any more ADOM. I guess I should, since I've committed to playing this character. This druid has very bad stats. Kind of sad about that. Coming up will be more Mass Effect on Friday and more Nier on Wednesday. Don't think there's a whole lot left to Nier Automata. So maybe just like 2 to 4 streams of that game left. Who knows? Who knows? But for now, good night.